You can run a model that rivals the cloud on your desk, and zero data ever leaves your house. Most people think you need a data center for that. Here's the math that proves them wrong. That's local inference, running AI on your own hardware instead of renting it from the cloud. This breakdown covers the VRAM math that picks the right model, the models that fit consumer gear, and the runtimes that install in minutes. If you value privacy and control, the real question is how you match hardware to a model that fits without breaking the bank. You probably think local AI requires a $3,000 graphics card or a degree in computer science. The barrier has collapsed. Your laptop is likely more capable than you realize. Think of quantization like compressing a high-resolution photo. You drop the file size by reducing color bits, but your brain still recognizes the face. Quantization does this for math. It shrinks the model's precision from 32-bit floats down to 4-bit integers. The model loses some fine-grained precision, but the language patterns and logic hold strong. This lets huge models fit on consumer chips while keeping the reasoning intact. First, the hardware rule that decides if your AI runs fast or crawls. VRAM is the bottleneck. You need about 16 gigabytes for smooth GPU acceleration. If you have less, the runtime falls back to system RAM. That works with 32 gigabytes of RAM, but it's slower. If you're stuck on a CPU, the model will chew through tokens one by one. It's not real-time chat speed, but it's perfect for batch processing documents overnight. Apple Silicon changes the game because the CPU and GPU share memory. A 16-gigabyte Mac handles 13 billion to 20 billion parameter models easily. Prioritize VRAM capacity over raw clock speed. But hardware is only half the story, because a fast chip with the wrong model is just an expensive paperweight. In a second, I'll show you the specific models that are dominating the local scene right now. Next, the models that are winning on consumer gear. Llama 4 and Qwen 3 are the current kings. Llama 4 offers tight reasoning pipelines and multilingual support. It's the baseline for consumer hardware in 2026. Qwen 3 excels at math and tool use with a tokenizer that handles long documents efficiently. If you're building agents that call functions, Qwen 3 predicts structure reliably. Both run smoothly at 4-bit quantization, preserving quality while shrinking the footprint. And a quick warning about context windows that can kill your speed. Stick to models with efficient attention mechanisms. Keep context windows manageable around 8,000 tokens. That's enough for summarizing notes or analyzing code. If you need more, use sliding window attention to keep memory in check. Extending context beyond that costs speed and VRAM, so pick your battles. After that, the two runtimes that make installation effortless. Ollama and llm Studio are your go-to runtimes. Ollama is a streamlined command line tool that handles downloads and GPU offloading automatically. It manages a local registry of models. You can run multiple instances or switch models with a single command. It's the choice for developers who want a robust backend. llm Studio offers a graphical interface to browse and preview models without touching a terminal. The gallery view makes finding community-tuned flavors much easier. You download a model by specifying a repository tag. Both give you a local API at localhost. You can point existing applications at your own machine instead of a remote URL. Running it is seamless, but there's a catch that separates local AI from the cloud experience. And before we finish, I'll reveal that catch and why it's actually a feature for security pros. Finally, the thermal reality that makes local AI different. Local inference demands thermal management. Running a model at full load spikes your temperature. On a laptop, invest in a cooling pad. Sustained load triggers thermal throttling, which silently drops your token speed. You are the sysadmin for updates and errors. However, local runtimes expose standard endpoints for privacy-sensitive workflows. At events like B-Sides, practitioners use local agents for security testing without leaking infrastructure details. Healthcare, legal, and financial teams use local models because compliance mandates strict data isolation. Running a model locally means your prompts never hit a third-party server. You get total control. Run a lightweight model locally for sensitive work and route heavy batch processing to the cloud. We covered the VRAM math that picks the right model, the models that fit consumer gear, and the runtimes that install in minutes. Local inference turns your computer into a private sandbox. Match your VRAM to the quantization tier. Pick a runtime that fits your workflow, and you own your AI stack. If you want this stuff explained without the hype, subscribe. That's what we do here, daily. That's the full picture. If this made it click, tap subscribe. There's a new AI explainer here every day, and tap the video on screen to keep going. See you in the next one.